On this video we're just showing planting some potatoes, and these were actually a couple of bits of potatoes that were left over from potatoes that I grew last year here on my front lawn in our front bed garden. And basically you can see now, you can see the stuff growing out of the potato, the eye of the potato or whatever you call it. And all I'm going to do is, you could use a knife for this as well. And basically just giving it a cut end here. And for potatoes we plant this, which is called, I think, the tuber or whatever. And I've cut a couple of these already. Some people will let these air out for a day or so before they put them in to kind of get a little bit of a dried, crusted, level there. And you can see some of these that I have cut up, or that my little guy has cut up. You did this one, right, little guy?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did the biggest one. And
yeah.
Look, we've got a couple coming out from here, a couple coming out from this part over here.
So then where would we plant it?
And we're going to plant them right up here. So let's do this just so we can kind of show it all in one video. Here is a raised bed filled mostly with compost, and it's on the, basically on our front lawn, right?
Yep.
And this area here is what I've decided is going to be our spot for planting potatoes this year.
Do the potatoes, do they like the shade, or?
They do like a fair amount of sun. They do a little better in, they don't need quite as much sun as some of the other stuff that I grow. Yeah, like not quite as much as tomatoes and such. But basically, I'm going to drop these in. I've started a couple of holes here.
Wait, there's too much glare from the sun.
Oh,
you gotta get a better angle.
The other side, little guy?
Yeah.
That better?
I'm not sure because I can't really see the screen.
You may have to do that to shade the screen a little so you can even see what you're filming, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, whoops.
That's good, right?
Yep.
So here, hey, we're going to put that big one you cut up right in there. So bye-bye. We'll see your offspring in a few months. So we're going to pop those in, cover them up. I'm sure you can find out online exactly how deep you're supposed to plant them and all of that, how many inches down.
But Dad, remember what you did last year, like when you put the tires on top of them or something?
Yeah, it wasn't tires, but it was something like that. It was actually but yes, you can actually circle, you can do what's called hilling or mounding up on top of the spot where you plant them. And I may still do that with these even. So basically the idea there is, as the potato plants, as the leafy green stuff starts coming up, if you keep piling up more dirt and soil or compost or straw around the bottom of it, then there will be potatoes in there as well. And you could keep going. Last year I got it up to about here by the time it was done. Ideally you should rotate the area where you plant as well. So like if you planted potatoes in this exact spot last year, you should be someplace else, because they have soil requirements. One plant will sort of deplete the soil of the nutrients that it uses a lot of. And also if there's any bugs and pests from one year, some of them may hang around in the soil and they may get the jump on harming your plants the following year. So anyway, I'm sure there's better details on how to space these out and how deep to put them, but I'm just a happy front yard gardener, planter, farmer.
And backyard.
And little in the backyard. I don't get as much sun back there though. So I do mostly front yard, and we'll see what happens. I'll give these a little water, and these are actually the first thing that I've planted so far this year. I'm also going to mark out the area so that it's clear. So you
are usually supposed to plant the potatoes around May?
So yeah, probably even April. But it's the first week of May, so this is pretty good.
So wait, how long does it usually take for them to grow?
Well, I will harvest these. When it's time to harvest, the way you'll know that is that, well, first you'll have all the green, leaves coming up, from the potato plant all summer. And then when the when the leaves start to wither and get brown, it's okay to dig up the potatoes down below. I think they get a little flowering thing on them, and at that point, if you wanted like what they call new potatoes, which are little baby potatoes, they're really tender, you could eat them at that point.
Oh yeah, we did that last year.
Yeah, we did that with a few of them last year, and then some of them we waited until all the leaves and on the vine, went brown, and then we harvested them up. In fact, you remember we harvested those together, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well, that's all for right now on planting my potatoes here on my front yard garden. And in the meantime, my little guy just keeps pointing out, he keeps finding four-leaf clovers, so there's another one. Every time we're out here, he seems to spot another one. I made a couple of videos on that recently, right, little guy?
Oh, there's another one.
He just keeps seeing them everywhere. There?
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one.
It is a four-leafer.
There's one right there.
That is as well, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, so anyway, that is getting off the start on my front yard gardening for the year.
Happy gardening.
Yeah, happy gardening. Bye-bye.